Hello fellow gaming fans, this is Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for this episode of 7 Days to Die Alpha 16. It's day 86. I've taken a day or so off camera to sort things out, repair up. We haven't got enough iron to upgrade all of those spikes underneath there, but I would like to do so because they did definitely have a beneficial effect. Most notably, I didn't have any spitting going on because the cops were so preoccupied, shall we say, with stamping on spikes that in actual fact they didn't get around to puking at us, so that's good. They take a certain amount of upkeep, of course, so we're going to have to get busy with our wrench whilst out and about exploring, taking apart some cars and other things to get some iron. The barbed wire was also an interesting experiment. I noticed I didn't lose a single piece of it. That's because the spiders knew it was there, I assume, and avoided climbing up, in spite of the fact that every single horde... Oh, look, there's a corpse I've missed. Damn it. Every single horde I've had, spiders, irradiated spiders, shooting up and down one of the pillars, the main pillars, and I didn't touch them this time, and that is because of the barbed wire. That's the only explanation. The barbed wire hasn't been touched, did not need repairing at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put barbed wire around the top of every single pillar. That way, either the spiders don't touch any of my pillars, which would be good, or they take damage, which would be good. It's a win-win situation, so that is what we're going to do with that, folks. Okay, in the meantime, as I say, it is dawn of the day of day 86. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a trip. We finally got ourselves some night vision goggles. They're not the best quality, but we've got some night vision goggles, which is excellent. So we're going to take ourselves off to finally one of our vertical. Here we go. That's a builder's yard. Here, this one here is what we're after. The Higashi building here. That is where I want to go. So we're going to just stick a quick waypoint there so we can just go straight to it. It's not actually that far from our base, but I think... should I take the bike or leave it here? I might leave the bike here just because if we should die, I don't want the bike staying behind. On the other hand, if there's lots of loot, we might need to put in the bike. I don't know that we're going to get that much loot out of it, though. My experience from these buildings is that you don't get that much loot from them. Okay, we're going to just tool up first. I have repaired up all my gear. But what I have neglected to do is pick up some more ammo. So that's what we'll do now. That is not the right place. Here we are. Okay, we're going to get some more of these just to make sure we've got a full stack. We've also got some exploding crossbow bolts there, so we know we've got something to deal with any cops that we find. You can see how little iron I've got left there. We're going to have to get some more of that as well. So, yeah, that is something that we're going to be on the lookout for while we're out and about as well, is iron. So, down we go. Now, we shouldn't have any problem with screamers while we're here. Yeah, that's the other thing, isn't it? I don't know if I'm going to make it back in time for night time. This is the other reason I perhaps should have taken the bike, is just... yeah, because of that. But what we should probably do, actually, is just stay overnight. I'm not sure if that's really going to be a viable thing. I have done it before. It's risky. It is slightly dangerous, but you can do it. I have done it and survived. Yeah, possibly won't keep those eggs in my inventory, depending on how much loot we do find. Whoops. Oh, look at that. Biker just gets up in front of me. I'm not actually really wanting to waste my time on the guy, to be honest, but since he's up in my face and stuff, and they can have quite decent loot sometimes. Oh, just die, sunshine. Nope, not on this occasion. Okay. Alright, so I want to just look out in case there's any cars around. There isn't much in the way of cars around here because we've pretty much had them all. That said, there's one here. The other thing is that we have paper. We don't want the paper. Okay, so let's see if there's anything in. Now there's a fire axe, which is quite nice actually. There we go. I will take this apart. Now obviously this is going to get an awful lot of bits of stuff we don't want. And at this point, I'm just wondering if there's anything that we can... If we scrap cars, obviously if I get a... I'm going to get rid of most of this stuff because we're probably not going to want it. But there is a way, I think, of just getting... Oh, the battery we don't need, but I can use it for lead. So we're going to get rid of the stuff we don't want. I'm going to scrap that. There we go. We don't need that. What's that scrap down to? Glass. I don't need that, so that can go away. We're going to scrap that. We'll keep that for lead. The oil we'll get rid of. The eggs we'll get rid of. And the glass jars we'll get rid of. There we go. And everything else we'll keep. Brass, lead, mechanical parts. I might get rid of the electrical parts as well. So there we are. But that got us quite a bit of iron, actually. And I can't remember. I have a feeling that there's something that you can take apart cars with. That was a lousy shot. Just moved at the last second. Oh, for goodness sakes, woman. Get your mojo on. There we go. I have a feeling that there is something that you can use to just get iron from the cars. I can't remember what it is. I have a feeling that there is, but it's clearly not just... Oh, there's a wolf. It's clearly not... oh, lovely. We'll definitely have that. There we go. Yeah, it is not just... Yeah, the wrench. The wrench gives you all sorts of... all manner of things. Okay, here we go, folks. Higashi, here we come. Now, obviously, there is a way of cheesing these buildings. Yay, night vision. There is a way of cheesing this. So, you know, we could potentially... We get slightly odd effect from the night vision goggles, so my apologies for that. You can just kind of nerd pole up the outside of them and such, but... See, that's not very stealthy, is it? It's not that dark here at the moment. Let's try it with the night vision goggles, shall we? I do find it can be a little bit difficult to... Oh, do shut up. There we go. Okay, so now I will do this. Silly woman. And we'll just check and see, because this can be quite... There's quite a lot of businessmen in here. Oh, look at that. And in a black suit jacket. Well, they sell for quite a bit, actually. Gunpowder. I kind of never turn my nose up at gunpowder. But, yeah, we're probably going to have to rationalise after a while. I do like this building, actually. I think it's very well designed. It's probably the largest. I think it's the largest of the buildings. Of the skyscrapers. Now, that's unfair, isn't it? I'm not sure that we could really access that. I might just scrap that, actually. It gives us a little bit of iron. Not much, but a little bit. I don't want him waking up. He's never waking up again. Okay, there's some food, which is good, because I haven't brought any with me. That said, we're at 100% because I did have some stew before we set out, so we should be perfectly fine. What we're most at risk of here, of course, as ever, is running out of inventory capacity. So there we go. Okay, iron is definitely a priority. Obviously, if we find any really nice gun parts, they're always good as well. Otherwise, I'm not bothered about clothing. This isn't going to be a very stealthy thing to do, of course, but wall safe, gotta be done. I would like the implementation of pickaxes in this game. That would be excellent if we could, you know, get a pickaxe. Sorry, a lockpick. I've got a pickaxe in my hand, which is the whole problem, I think. 326. You see, they're nice, but not really a priority at this point. We have quite a few dukes at this point. It's not really a big issue for us. That's quite strange, isn't it? I've never quite been able to work it. I think that's supposed to be some form of artwork. But yeah, lockpicks will be good because that way we can really sort of stay stealthy. Okay, so we've got stairs at the back here. And I think that's supposed to be some sort of statue as well. And I think we've got all of the zombies out of here. So it's time to leave the lobby and go up to the next floor. And I'm going to stay stealthy for this one. You can come in at all guns blazing, but it's probably not advisable. Now, I have got some first aid kits with me. I might just hotbar those as well. In fact, we should probably hotbar beer, to be honest. The hotbar's never big enough. Yeah, first aid kits. I don't know. Maybe I will do this actually. Maybe I will do that. There we go. Got a good loadout now. Just in case. Okay, so we've got our first offices up here. Let's just check and make sure that there's nothing nasty waiting for us in the atrium first. I don't think so. I quite like the clean lines of this building. It does make it easier to spot, at least on these levels. It makes it easier to spot if there are any sleepers around. Once we've cleared an area of sleepers, we are going to be able to safely stay on that floor overnight, I would have thought. These are meant to be lifts. I think they are, aren't they? Wow, how cool would it be if there were actual lifts in the game? That would be epic. That would be fantastic. It's a sign saying open. And it's boarded up. Irony, anybody? Okay, so yeah, actual lifts would be fabulous. Maybe they will come at some point. It would be awesome to be able to put a lift in our own bases for a start off. I don't think there's any here, is there? So, let's get busy with the... what is that? Some purses in a glass case. Okay. We're all about the money here then. Okay, let's get in the offices then and just make sure we do as much looting as we can. Okay, I think that staircase there. There's a torch. How bizarre. And that's obviously the maintenance staircase. And there's a big hole in the ground here. Obviously, one of the fastest ways of getting up here is just to nerd pole it. This is where it's tempting to just get out of stealth and run. Kurabu. Okay. Not say I've noticed that before. Okay, so I think our first office building, or first office, I beg your pardon, is just here. And there will be sleepers in here, I would have thought. There's two of them. And this is actually a staff room, isn't it? And this one. There we go. And they're all businessmen so far. Not surprisingly. I would expect to find the odd irradiated cop in here as well, to be honest. Let's just see. Oh, there's another guy here, look. But you can one-shot businessmen, so at this level... Now, why did I just do that? That is not what I want to do at all. Just want to see if there's anything interesting around here. And of course, even if we don't pick anything up... 10 paint. We've got lots of paint, thank you. Even if we don't pick anything up, we get the experience from the looting, so it's all good. Okay, there we go. And all round, we should have some more offices here as well. Oh, except that that's the elevators, which I think is dead space. Vending machine. Did I check out this corner just to make sure there's no sleepers in it? Okay, so we'll have the looting experience. Now I've got... There we go. We will just do that, and I will just drink that straight out of here. And then put that back. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that wrench. That's really nice quality, actually. I will have that. And then we'll scrap that. There we go. And then we will have the looting experience, the scavenging experience from doing that. And we know there's some water there as well, just in case we need it. Alright, so... Is that it for this floor? Surely not. I thought... There's a wolf. Ah, it's the wolf we saw earlier. It's cool. No, there's a room over here. We'll have that as well. Really good looking building, this. I like it. Nice bit of design. Okay, we've got some sleepers in here as well. Quite a few of them, actually. But you can get pretty close to them, provided you get lots of cash when you do the Higashi. You can get pretty close to them when you've got night vision goggles, which is why I was holding out for this, folks, because, see, nice. And I'm afraid that is nice too. Okay, we're going to struggle for... I should have brought the bike. I really should have. Even if that meant that we had to then run back out again. 317, 6... You see some of these, seriously. Bringing bring in some caps. Bring in some caps. Bring in some money some dukes when we go to the traders. So that'll be really nice. And there's a crate here as well, which you want to check out. Mushroom spores, no thanks. There we go. Okay, and there's a bin here as well. I may as well just rifle in the rubbish. You see, often worth rifling in rubbish, really, isn't it? Glue. We will leave the glue there. I can make my own glue apart from anything else. And then there's another big hole in the floor. That is where we've already been, so that's cool. Now you can obviously put some wood frames across there so that you can get up. Now we know that this floor is free of Zeds now, so I will just run through here, and we'll take the maintenance stairs, of course, because the maintenance stairs are the only way to go. Oh no, there's some actual stairs here. We'll go up these ones then, to avoid having to go all the way around. Of course, carrying frames as well. It's not a bad idea, to be honest. Sounds like that damn wolf's in here. It's not a bad idea to carry frames, because that way you can sort of nerd pole up to somewhere secure and sort of hold yourself up somewhere and things. So, might not be a bad idea. Oh, look at that. I've got 500 cash already. Arrowheads. Now, I can make myself some more crossbow bolts with those in actual fact. So let's do that. Crossbow bolts. 10, obviously. Go. There we go. And that's not going to fill up my stack, so we're not going to be taking up any more inventory capacity. Okay. We've got a Z there. I'd rather get him straight in the face as well, really. There we go. Nice. Alright, so it is my intention not to have too much action today. I like the fact that stealth in the game does actually work, sometimes at least. There's lots of water there, isn't there? It works some of the time. Generally speaking, not if you've got a head torch on. I mean, lots of people have said in the comments, stealth doesn't work if you're not wearing a head torch. Yeah, I know that. But unfortunately, it's not like we've got that much of a choice, really, until you've got... I can just about manage on my own account, but the trouble is that you guys can't see a thing. If I have got, the head torch on, you guys, you can't see a thing unless I put the torch on, because the video always looks darker than, the video always looks darker than the reality, if you see what I mean. Okay, so we've got this. I think this torch is just marking the spot where the emergency stairs are. And at this point, I would actually like to make some frames. Wood frames are always useful for making anyway, because I use them for fuel. So we'll have 20 of those, I think. And again, we could probably do with hotbarring those, but it's a bit difficult to do. So let's just put them there. There we go. And this is going to be an exercise in... look at that. Now I'm too hot. Too cold, rather. There we go. Yeah, I will keep switching those out. The whole process of being too hot and too cold is a little bit slower if you don't switch between. And look at that. I can get up there if I break through there. But I won't do that right now. We want to make sure each successive floor is clear as we go, really. But yeah, unfortunately, well, I don't know. That means obviously that you then have to, you've got that bit of your inventory sort of full. So I switch between them because that way each item saves a space for the other. Okay, here we go. So a little bit of looting experience here. This obviously isn't going to be the really good stuff, folks. I know that, but I'm getting my scavenging experience up. And the better our scavenging experience is, the better quality loot we are likely to find. Like, for example, some better quality or higher durability night vision goggles. We're not going this at this point. There we go. Oh, there we go. Missed those. There we are. Okay, so we've got lots of security grills here, so we're going to have to break through those. Now, technically, sneaky devil. And how in the heck did you get up there anyway? Don't know, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to, get his loot now, am I? So, not unless I can reach up there. Okay, I think he might be the only zombie that's actually in this area. Some sort of an executive lounge. Other than that, we are going to have to... Oh, there's a little corridor around here. We're going to have to some office space. Gonna have to do some grill destroying to get into the other areas, which I say is not ever so stealthy. But they don't always seem to respond to sound. They ought to, but they don't. Crossbow schematic, you see that's 300 some. I always kind of want to take those, but at the same time I probably shouldn't, because you know there's other things here that we can really benefit from. If I can find a black leather duster, I'm having it, because I always struggle to keep my coat under repair. I like the black duster, it's way cooler, but unfortunately it's so much rarer. So I'll be searching all the desks just in case I find one. Two of them there. Wowza. Okay. Well, we'll take the wood, because the trousers, even if they're good quality, are never worth very much, so we won't bother with those. We'll take that, and I won't worry about the duct tape. Some in the bin as well, just in case. It's probably worth noting that, just in case I managed to break my leg, but I'm not planning on. Obviously. Never. Ooh, he nearly got me, didn't he? One never actually plans on breaking one's leg. It just sort of happens to you. We'll scrap that. There we go. And I am searching all the desks, as I say, because is that a corpse? No, it's as empty. Oh, I've obviously been there then. There we go, there's another one. Bye-bye, businessman. Okay, we have a safe here, and I feel honour bound to break into it. This is obviously it's a little bit small for a manager's office, but it's an office on its own, so it must be someone fairly important. And this is a big building, so we are... Oh, look at that. Compound bow parts. Absolutely, we're having those. 7 o'clock, so we're definitely going to be here overnight. But I just need to make sure that this floor is free of Zeds before we do that. That said, not likely to be, is it? Because we've got all these sections that are behind these grills. Now, these grills are going to be good, aren't they, for getting some iron out of as well. They're going to take some... Yeah, we're getting a bit of iron out of them, so that's fantastic. I don't think we can use a wrench on them or anything. I think we're going to have to just... But this is getting me some iron, because I had, what, 7 pieces of iron? So that's fabulous. So we may not need to take all of these grills out, because I have a feeling that some of them are kind of, yeah, blocking off several areas simultaneously, if that makes sense. So... Oh, there we go. The doors seem so easy to break after that. I'm liking these night vision goggles. Normally it doesn't take nearly so long for me. There you go. That's what I meant. There's an eye grill there, but I'm fairly sure we don't need to break it down, because that's an area we've already been to. So breaking down just the odd one should do us. Now this is where you can nerd pole up from the outside, I think, because there's that's the outside world there, I think. Oh no, perhaps it's not. There is a hole in the outside of the building somewhere, to which I am referring. Oh, lovely. We can scrap that, and we can scrap those. More iron. Yum, yum, yum. And then some of these are painted to look like cabinets, and actually they're not, so we can't loot them. And then we'll scrap those as well. Super. And then we'll just check the toilets, because you never know, do you? No. Okay. Holy crap, he made me jump. Okay, I did not see him. Thankfully, he didn't see me either. Sugar. Missed him. Stop moving, sunshine. I'm not great with moving targets. There we go. Down he goes. Okay. They're very dark, unfortunately. When you see them in the dark, they just... Yeah, it's difficult. They hide quite well in the shadows, those guys. Okay, not going to take the schematics. We're not going to take the schematics. Let's see, we'll just scrap that. I'm pretty sure I've learned how to make a chainsaw. I've never found any parts, but I've learned how to do it. We've been in there, I think, haven't we? Yeah, we've been in there. We could nerd pole over with our frames, or we could barricade ourselves in there later on. It's 2049, so I'm certainly thinking in those terms at the moment. These are unlocked. So let's just make sure there's no zombies hiding. Oh, there is. Look at this guy. Bye-bye. We're just going to make sure there's no zombies hiding out in any of these areas before we get to that time of night. So this door is unlocked. And there's an office area here. Oh my, quite a large one. Which could well have... Oh, is this where I've been already? Let me just check. No, these are untouched. Damn it, man. Okay. It may be a little... Whoa! What the heck? I'm assuming there's some mines somewhere and a zombie has set them off. That's not a very comforting thought because it means there's zombies wandering around. But at the same time, if they're blowing the mines up, that means I won't. I don't know whether they'll be inside here or not. The mines, difficult to say, quite honestly. Quite a lot of these buildings do have mines, particularly up towards the top. Okay, I think we're relatively safe. I don't think that there are any sleepers around here. I haven't seen any, but then I haven't been absolutely everywhere. I don't think I've been through here. Let's just see. One can lose one's sense of direction rather easily around here, of course. Some quite good quality loot, but not ever so useful, really. There we go, it's night time, so I should probably do the sensible thing, shouldn't I? And hole up somewhere secure for the night. As secure as we can get in an enormous building full of zombies like this, but they're not going to wake up just because it's night time after all. They'll only wake up if I give them cause to. I don't think there are any around, to be honest, but we can't see an awful lot, so we may as well just hole ourselves up in one of those bathroom areas, and then I'm going to shut that, and we're going to go into here. There we go. And we know there's no Zeds in here. There was one, but he's gone. So we can check. Oh, you see, now that. I'm not so bothered about the gun, to be honest, because I've got so many pistols by this point. So many. But I will just search all of these as well. Oh, look, more wrenches. But I've got one, so I think maybe I'll take the better quality one, but we've only got 2 spaces left, so we're probably going to drop something at some point. Yeah, I would rather not have to, but there you go. Right, let's just do this. Yeah, that's as far... Oh, hello. Is there something above my head that's stopping me from going any further? Oh. Or have I actually managed to put... I think I've managed to actually put a wood frame around myself. That is quite special. I have no idea how I've managed to do that, folks. Am I ever getting out of here again? I have a feeling I may have just bugged myself out, and I may have to access the cheat menu to get out, because, well, that's secure. It is so secure that without turning collision off, I'm not going anywhere. I might be alright if I, for example, log out and log back in again. That might cure it, and we might be fine. Let's hope so, eh? Because otherwise, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here. So I guess we'll find out. But I wouldn't have thought it was even possible to put yourself inside a wood frame. But that is what I've managed to do. Interesting. Okay, guys. Well, for the moment, I am going to. I think are we too? No, we're not too warm or too cold. We're absolutely fine. And we should be perfectly secure for the night, particularly since I can't get myself out, so no zombie is really going to be able to get hold of me up here. That was totally unasked for. Okay, guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll join me for the next one, when hopefully we won't be stuck inside this cube. As I say, if I have to, I can access the cheat menu to get myself out of here, so it's not a major disaster. But hopefully we won't even need to do that. So I hope you'll join me for the next episode. Until then, if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to hit that like button, and also feel free to leave your comments as per. And until next time, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye bye for now.